Welcome. In front of me is a Oppo Find X3 Neo, and today I will show you how you can bypass the Google verification on this phone. Now, before I get started, I'm going to quickly mention a couple things that we will need and also the state of this device. So let's start with the things that we will need, which for this, we unfortunately need a secondary device. So I will be using some kind of Honor, but any kind of device that has access to Google Play Store will work. So that's requirement number one. And number two is just a simple internet connection. And that's it. Now, when it comes down to the state of this device, you can see that it's telling me to draw the pattern to unlock it. Now, this will work with PIN or password as well, so don't worry. And if I close this, it will also tell me that I can verify the device with a Google account. So no doubt the device is locked. So now to get started, we're going to simply back out, assuming you are at the same page that I was. If you are at the very beginning of the setup, then just progress through it till you get to the connect to Wi-Fi page. And if you have already connected to your network, that's great. If you haven't, do so right now. Now I am connected, so once your network is connected, you will then want to press on this eye icon, and then we're gonna select share. So I'm gonna kind of hover my hand over here because it is gonna provide us with the QR code, which is basically my password for the Wi-Fi. So I don't really want to show that. So share, and here you'll find a nearby. Once you press on it, as you can see, it gives us turn on nearby sharing. So we're gonna select turn on. Again, before I do so, I'm going to hover my hand over because it will show the password. Or not. Just make sure. It's not showing password, so hey, thumbs up. So anyway, in here, when we select the share option or need help sharing, you'll see the little blue text right here. So need help sharing, you want to click on it. It will open up an article. And in here, we're going to select the three dots and select share article. Select the messages, new message, and then in the to field, just type in any kind of number, confirm it, and then in the message, you want to remove this, whatever it pasted in, and we're going to type in youtube.com or www.youtube.com. Now, it might seem redundant, but trust me, it is required. I'm going to explain why in a second. So, when you type YouTube, as I did right now with the extension of www, it will open it up in a full application format. So it's going to take full screen. But if you choose to not include the beginning of it, for some odd reason, it will open up YouTube in a pop-up view, not giving us options that we need. So it will be a little bit more limiting, and therefore it won't allow us to actually access the settings that we need. So make sure you add this beginning right here. From there, send it. It will give you this kind of pop-up right here, tap to load preview. I want to also mention I don't have any SIM card in the device, so this is just being sent to literally no one. So tap to load preview, it will show you this kind of image, and you want to just click on that image. It will then open up our YouTube. And in here, we're going to click on the account icon, navigate to settings, about, Google privacy policy, use without an account, no thanks. And right at the top, you want to type in HardReset.Info/bypass. So this is the link that I will need to type in. If you need a moment to copy it on your end, just pause the video. Now in here, we're going to scroll down. We'll start loading a bunch of ads, whatever. But in here, you want to scroll down and you will find settings app. Click on it. And then we're going to now navigate to home screen and a lock screen, and then home screen layout, which will open up our home screen. We're still not done, so I want to mention this. So in here, we're looking for a tools folder, which for me, it is on the first page or right over here. Now, if your tools folder isn't here, it might be on the second page. So just swipe to the left and hopefully you'll see it then. In here, we can find a clone phone application. So open it up and then select in here that this is a new device and allow anything that will prompt you to, that you need to allow basically. And then migrate data from, now I'm going to be migrating it from the, what was it? Honor. So for me, I'm going to be selecting this option, other Android. But if you are using Oppo, Realme or OnePlus, then select this option, and additionally, you won't need to download anything, unlike me, which I'll need to navigate to Play Store. So if you have any of these listed devices, you're good to go. Just select that option. If you have something else like an Android device or Android device, I don't know if it works with iPhone, you could technically try it if you want to. So just select the option. That's gonna be mine. So once you select either one of those, no matter which one, it will give you this QR code. So we are ready on this device. Now let's grab our second device. Now if you have, like the message mentioned, Oppo, Realme or OnePlus phone, then again in your tools you will find phone clone application and you just simply want to open it up. Now for me, because this device doesn't come with such an application, I need to navigate to the Play Store, and in the case of an iPhone you will navigate to obviously the App Store, and here search for clone phone. As you can see, it shows up with 3 different ones. You can download either one of those. All of them will work. So yeah, and as you can see, they do differ in how they look like just a little bit, depending. As you can see, this is the OnePlus, but virtually Oppo and OnePlus will work no problem between each other, and I could download either one of those and it will also look about the same. But just for the simplicity of this, I'm gonna stick with the Oppo clone phone, the one designed for this device. So in here, I'm gonna select install, and same goes for iPhone. Just find the clone phone from Oppo and install it. Now I'll mention this right now, if you're using an iPhone for this, I don't know how granting permissions works there, if it even shows up with anything like this. So that is something that you will need to figure it out on your own, assuming this even works, because I never have tested it. I only tested it with Android, and with Android I know for a fact that it works. Now in here, once it's done installing, we're gonna simply open it up, and again we're gonna grant every permission that it wants. So when it opens up something like this, you're gonna select settings and toggle on whatever you see on the page. Now in certain cases we will see a page where we'll have a bunch of applications, which in that case, like here, you're just looking for the application that we're using, which is clone phone. Click on it and then again enable and go back. When it pops up with these kind of things, I recommend always to select while using the app, and if it doesn't give you, then just allow. And as you can see, we have now our camera turned on, so we can scan the QR code on this device. So simply point the camera of this phone on this little box, boom, and it's connecting already. As you can see, give it a second. There we go. Oh, here we're gonna select OK. Give it a moment and it will load all your data that you have on your device. By default, it will select all of it. So you want to deselect everything. Now when it comes down to apps, deselect it and click on the text itself. And in here, choose a single application. It does not matter which one you choose. For the purpose of this video, I'm gonna be using Netflix just because it came with this device. You can select any of these applications and they will work, but I recommend choosing one that takes the least amount of space. Which you can see under each one of those applications you have size. So for instance here we have 3.5 megabytes, 5.1, 261 and so on. So choose one that basically has the least amount of space. I'll be selecting Netflix for this, and then check it, start migrating. This is really quick because it's only like 5 megabytes. So it's already done sending it over. The phone is only installing it right now. As you can see, it just finished. And just to mention this, we are done with this phone now. That was the only reason we needed the device. So here, we're now gonna select done. We're gonna select our navigation style. And you probably already noticed we didn't verify anything, and we are already past the verification portion of the device. Now, when it comes down to unlock method, you can skip it. Now, once you have access to the home screen, there's one last thing that you will need to do. So let's open up our settings, scroll all the way down to additional settings, and scroll down again to backup and reset, and then select reset phone. Erase all data, and once you press on the erase all data one last time, it will begin factory resetting your device. Now this will take a couple minutes on this device to finish up, and once it's completed, you'll be then taken back to the setup screen for this phone. Now, just to explain this, why I'm telling you to do this. So when performing a factory reset of the phone through settings, this forces the device to remove any kind of protection from it. That will include the Google accounts and screen locks that were previously used to as a verification method throughout the setup process. But once we do a reset through settings, this will no longer be the case. At the moment, literally right now, these protections are still on this device. So that's why I'm telling you to do this. If you were to perform a reset not through settings but through recovery mode, for instance, the device would go back to being locked. So that's why I'm telling you to do the reset through settings. This will therefore unlock the device fully. Now this process will take, like I mentioned, 2 minutes, and once it's finished, you'll be taken back to the setup of your device, at which point you can set it up in whatever way you want to. And just for simplicity's sakes, I'm not gonna go through this because it's honestly just a whole lot of black screen and visible logo. And after it's finished, which is fully automatic, you are in the setup screen, at which point you can, like I mentioned, set up your phone in whatever way you want to. So that would basically, after the reset, the bypass is completely done. So with that being said, hopefully you found this video helpful. If you did, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and thanks for watching.